I can't even think straight. It makes me go more batshit than what Johnny Knoxville and Tremaine made me go through with their stupid contract.
Recently, Bam Margera was fired from the Jackass franchise for good, but the star doesn't agree with that, so he filed the lawsuit against Paramount, Johnny Knoxville, and director Spike Jonze, alleging that he was wrongfully fired from the upcoming fourth installment of the Jackass film franchise. But doesn't mean the lawsuit is going to ruin Johnny Knoxville's career or even worse, put him in jail. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fame channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So let's figure it out. If Johnny Knoxville will eventually go in prison because Bam sued him. Well, if you keep up with the latest news, you've probably heard that recently it was announced that Bam is fired from Jackass for good. The situation that caused this to happen was the alleged Bam's violation of terms of a wellness agreement he signed with the film's producers. The purpose of this agreement was to keep Bam healthy and sober during the shooting. According to the report, Bam has allegedly tested positive for Adderall. That is why the company had to fire him. However, Bam and his legal team don't think the star was fired legally, so Bam sued Johnny Knoxville, as well as Paramount Pictures and other parties, for wrongful termination of his contract because he thinks that they fired him illegally. I am pissed off, angry, hurt, and shattered that Johnny, Jeff, Spike, and the studios and producers ripped off my creativity, content, and stunts to make this movie, fired me without justification, and refused to pay for my work, Bam said in a statement. I created this franchise before any of these guys ever got involved. Bam and his legal team's goal is to prove that he was fired illegally because, according to the notes on the complaint filed by Bam, his prescription shows that the presence of Adderall in his body should not have been considered as a violation of the wellness agreement, and Paramount only used it as an excuse to fire him. The complainant stated, as defendants, including Paramount, knew full well Bam Margera has been taking prescription Adderall for more than 10 years, and the company knew that Bam is struggling with bipolar disorder and attention deficit disorder, so he was required for the medication based on his documented mental health issues. The suit claims that he was actually forced to sign this wellness agreement without being given the chance to run it by an attorney. Paramount's inhumane treatment of Bam Margera cannot be countenanced, the suit states. Bam Margera was made to endure psychological torture in the form of a sham wellness agreement and then ultimately terminated for his protection class status due to his medical condition and his complaints about defendants' discriminatory conduct towards him. Plus, the suit also mentioned that Jackass Forever is actually using many of Bam Margera's contributions and the content they made for him. Well, the situation got really messy. But what about Johnny Knoxville? What did he say about the fact that he had been sued by his friend? Recently, Johnny sat with GQ for an interview. Although he didn't directly speak of the wellness agreement situation, he said that he was really worried about Bam as he had been worried about all of his Jackass friends. It's difficult when your friends are, Knoxville began before trailing off. It was heartbreaking losing Ryan, and it was tough when Stevia was going off the rails. But he has completely turned his life around and is doing he's doing terrific. He's a different man. I think each of us are responsible for his own actions, he continued, and when someone's struggling, everyone tries to help that person, and at the end of the day, that person has to want help. Sometimes they don't. Yet. When asked whether he was speaking about anyone specifically in that last comment, he added, "We want Bam to be happy and healthy and get the help he needs. We tried to push that along. I think that's all I really wanted to say about that. I don't want to get into the public back and forth with Bam. I just want him to get better." For now, that's all Johnny had to say about the entire situation, but we will make sure to be the first to share the latest information with you. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on the most interesting info about celebs.